attend the session for today.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji. I will try, Mataji. I will try. I'll just let you know. Rohini Mataji is not there, Mataji, today. Rohini
I'm here.
Mataji.
No, I am there. I'm here. No, I told you, no, till Wednesday I'll share the screen. After Wednesday, I'm not
Yeah, yeah.
available.
Yes, Mataji. Okay, thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Mataji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Yes,
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. By then, any Matajis or Prabhuji can start the kirtan. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. If nobody is starting, I'll
Hare
start.
Krishna, Mataji. Shall I do Mataji?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Jai Radha Madhava or Hare Krishna, Mataji?
Jai Radha Madhava, and after that, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Mataji.
Till the Prabhu or Mataji
Just
join.
message me, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Hare.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Jaya Jagannath Jaya Jagannath Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Jaya Jagannath Jaya Jagannath Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Jaya Jagannath Jaya Jagannath Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद। जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव। हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय। हरे कृष्ण माता जी।
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji. Prabhu has not yet joined, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Can continue, Mataji, then.
ओके माता जी।
I'll just
हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare
राम
Krishna.
राम हरे। थैंक यू माता जी। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare
थैंक यू
Krishna.
थैंक
Prabhu has not yet joined, Mataji. Don't know.
यू। नो वन इज देयर टू मैसेज फॉर नारायणी माता जी और समवन एल्स माता जी। हु
I'll
इज द today's class?
Rohini
Who is
Mataji, did you?
Shall I message Mataji?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Okay.
Yeah, we've sent a message. We're contacting Narayan Mataji because I'm here outside India, no, so I can't
Okay,
call
okay,
him.
no
But
problem,
I've
Mataji.
I'll
contacted.
message Mataji. No worries.
feel that someone can do some kirtan
Yes,
माता जी?
yes, any other Matajis would like to do Kirtan? Hare Krishna. Please, Matajis or Prabhujis, go ahead. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji. I'll only do Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, please
Hare
माता
Krishna,
जी।
Mataji. Vasudha Mataji, want to continue? Please continue. Hare Krishna.
No, you do माता जी, you do some kirtan, we want to hear.
Hare Krishna. जय श्रीला प्रभुपाद।
Father.
जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी, जय गोपी जना वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी, जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन, यमुना तीरावनचारी, जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
Hare
जय
Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी।
Mataji, I spoke to Mataji. Prabhu, he didn't pick the call. So maybe he is cutting the call. So if
No,
he is
Mataji, I'm here.
joining, okay. Yeah, okay,
हरे
Prabhuji.
कृष्ण
Hare
दंडवत
Krishna.
प्रणाम प्रभु जी, हरे
Hare
कृष्ण।
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji Pranam.
Okay, Mataji, we will skip Jai Radha Madhav because I've already lost some time because I'm actually on a traveling. That's why all this problem is happening. And I didn't cut the phone actually. There's no much battery left in my phone, so I had to cut it so that I could put in the charger. So am I audible?
यस
Yes,
प्रभु जी, हरे
Prabhuji.
कृष्ण।
Mataji
Prabhuji,
thought
Hare
you are
Krishna. Yes,
joining, so
Prabhuji.
that's why you cut the call. That's why.
No. So because there was no battery, I was putting the plug when she called. So I thought
Yeah.
if I talk to her, it'll consume time rather than I'll join.
Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
थैंक यू प्रभु जी, हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna Mata. So we don't have time to do Jai Radha Madhav. Sorry for that.
प्रभु जी, वी हैव डन इट प्रभु जी, जय राधा माधव ट्वाइस वी हैव डन।
Okay, Mata. Thank you. So today we will do Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 4, Chapter 11, Text 24. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं, देवीं सरस्वती व्यासं ततो जयं मुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमा श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी. So we are reading today Srimad Bhagavatam 10 to 4, chapter 11, and I have been given the shlokas 24 to 27. न चैते पुत्रका भ्रतुर अंतरो धनान्दनुगा विसर्गदनायोस्तथा पुंसो पुंसो दैवं हि करणम्. Sorry, I don't have I'm traveling, so that's why I have lack of resources. So na means never, cha means also, ete all these, putraka my dear son, ratuhu of your brother, antaraha killers, dhanada of Kuvera, anugaha followers, visarga of birth, adanayo of death, tata my dear son, pumsa of a living entity, daivam the supreme, he certainly, karanam the cause. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. My dear son, Yakshas, my dear son, those Yakshas who are descendants of Kuvera are not actually the killers of your brother. The birth and death of every living entity are caused by the Supreme, who is certainly the cause of all causes. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः. श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददति सात्वपदन्तिकं. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरु वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं नाथं वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसाहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पदान सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखानावितं हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमस्तुते. ताप्त कंचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी कृष्ण भानु सुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणम्. सवैर्मन कृष्णा पदरविन्दयो सवैर्मनः कृष्णा पदरविन्दयो. श्रीमती राधा रानी की जय. शिला प्रभुपाद की जय. हरे कृष्णा. I have my Bluetooth also. If you all feel like I need to be more clear, I can go on to my Bluetooth. Let me try if that helps.
Prabhu, this is clear. Your audio, video, both are very clear.
Is it? I just try so that I don't have to shout. And so, is it audible now?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Okay. Good. Hare Krishna. So what we will do is we will also, like how every time we generally I conduct in that way, that we can continue reading, and because this is quite descriptive, but uh, in the in the translation itself there's no purport to it. There is one line: the birth and death of every living entity are caused by the Supreme, who is the certain certainly the cause of all causes. So many years back, I had asked this question to one of my very senior God brother, and I asked him this question that um, sometimes I am perplexed by this world around me, and it seems sometimes things go the way we want, and at times we feel things don't go the way we want. Most of the times we feel we are in control of our situation, but if you minutely see, uh, we are in control of situations. We are not controlling our situation, we are controlled by our situations. So uh, this is with everybody. So I asked this question to my senior god brother, that sometimes I feel really very dejected and frustrated that despite being in Krishna consciousness for several years, there is a uh, deep anguish or unclarity at times. You feel really dejected and despair. You feel really despair. You feel really left out. And it can be for several reasons. One, your material endeavors, since we are all normal people, uh, at least most of us don't claim to be saints. So, why is it so that despite practicing and being in the association of devotees, we feel really left out? Um, Sometimes at the hand of devotees, sometimes at our own hands, sometimes by so many factors, and we feel we really have not done anything in life. So, when I said this, he understood and he said, I also feel the same sometimes. Uh, but both of us agreed to a point that we are not deep within this unhappy, or that Krishna is supreme. Both of us confessed that, look, whatever be the case, Krishna is supreme. Uh, he is the cause of all causes. Sarva, sarva, sarva karana karanam. He is the cause of all causes. And uh, there is so many distractions to all of us, but within that distraction, something which remains constant is uh, Krishna's points, the points what we understand about Krishna, the understanding with which we started in Krishna consciousness. At least I started. Uh, he started at least 27 years ago. I started 24 years ago. So the only thing which remains constant is that whatever we read on the day one when we started reading Bhagavatam, of course, first few years of reading Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita is more of inquisitiveness. Uh, then after some years, you read Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam out of, not out of curiosity, but out to maintain and understand really what am I doing. And after 2 decades of time, like I have spent time, so much of cycles of emotions goes, because when I see very young devotees coming, young means not in age young, in devotion. So soul, everybody is in the same age. In the soul platform, everybody is of the same age. It's just who entered the material world before, he gains some XYZ material body age. Otherwise, in soul platform, we are all same age, as old as the Lord Himself. So, um, so at times we really feel um, what is happening around us. Uh, so much we read, but then we realize that this is not just reading of Bhagavatam. This is not just living a life of what you want to do. This is really very serious matter. Because when you become sick in life, when you get unwell in life, and when you see other people suffering, and then in within that suffering, you see people go taking birth and people dying. That alerts us. That ignites a feeling that this is something very deep, much more deeper than what we thought when I started in ISKCON 24 years ago. It is till today, I still feel it is much more complex than what most of our ISKCON devotees think Krishna consciousness is. It is much more deeper. It is much more behavioral. It is much more uh, um, serious, and it is much more pointed than blunt. Um, but um, what is pointed and what is blunt? The pointed is Krishna is supreme, and what is blunt is that when we don't act according to what we say that Krishna is supreme, but our act with other devotees or those who are not practicing devotion, our behavior actually is counted every moment. Chitrakoot making a note is all different thing. You yourself consciously you feel, what am I behaving with others? Am I really truthful in my dealings? Am I really uh, living the way Krishna wants? So we are caught in between two arrangements, the arrangement of birth and the arrangement of death. Both the causes, the arrangement of being given a body, which is known as a birth, it can be a living entity, it can be a human birth or any 84 lakh species, or even other planets, Gandharva, Vidyacharanas, Kinnaras. In any planet, you get any, within this material realm, you get any body, you will be called as a living entity. That means the arrangement, somebody is heavily planning. There is some supreme intelligence according to our action plans, and then you are caught in that plan. You have no control on that planning, but you have control on your actions. So we say that supreme is the cause of all causes, but he is the cause of all causes from an overall perspective. From a minute perspective, we are the people who decide how we every day behave and react. Based on that, our and how we handle our desires, based on that our destiny is decided, and based on those actions and reactions we go through many cause and many causes. So we are minutely, if you notice, we decide most of the problems of our life, and we are the ones who decide how to tackle those problems. And Krishna, arrangement of Krishna remains clearly on the side path. So he's like a guiding scale, and we are treading the path like an earthworm climbing, or uh, an insect climbing the wall. The wall itself is Krishna, and the living entity is using his energy to climb the wall. Now he decides his path. The living entity decides his path. So to say that Krishna is the cause of all causes, yes, he is the facilitator. He is the facilitator of all the causes. But to say that he is asking me not to become Krishna conscious, that's not correct. He is asking me to speak roughly to others or speak bad about others. He is not prompting us. He has given us the body to speak, the body to see, the body to feel, the instrument of a body. How we make use of it, he has given us all the ingredients. It's like In a kitchen, lot of food material is kept. Now you are making, so you see any eatery show, they will show in the television so many things, and he's cooking. In the end, he cooks whatever he wants to, and then he shows the recipe. So exactly the similar way, we have been given these ingredients in the form of this life, where the ingredient of honesty, dishonesty, uh, patience, love, hatred, sukha, dukkha, all these things. Of course, sukha, dukkha is based on these ingredients, what we do. So if we put lot of mirchi in the food, naturally we'll feel tikha. If we put too much of salt, we just cannot eat the food. So we have to drink a lot of water, and sometimes you have to put water in the food to dilute the salt. But how much you can? And if you dilute the salt, then all other recipe goes bad. So the question is, when we say that he is um, the birth and death of a living entity is being caused by the Supreme, it's just the two arrangements. But what within that? And based on our karma, based on our knowledge, based on our seriousness, based on our austerity, based on our sincerity of approach to Krishna, our further birth and death are decided. And Krishna is not happy to keep us here in the material world, all of us know now. So that's the advantage of giving class of Bhagavatam, because we understand that we all have understood at least the basics of Krishna consciousness covered by Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna tells Arjuna a situation of life where he is fighting the battle. So he clears his doubt in the blue, he is clearing our doubts. So, so before we move further into the next shlokas, your question must be that, Prabhu, this disparity and this helplessness, uh, is it with everybody? I don't know about others, but I know to whomsoever I have discussed, everybody goes through this, and every devotees get mood swings. Every devotee. I've never seen any devotee behaving like a stone. He's always happy. He's always. I mean, everybody undergo problems, and not problems, even behavioral problems. I've rarely seen any devotee who has been always polite, but in certain, I'm not saying they're not polite, but at certain position when we discuss or he's talking about other, you can see that he's also undergoing all sorts of emotion. Nobody is stone here. There's no stone writing on the wall. This is a real life. We all of us have, maybe we are happy, and at certain times we all devotees are not happy at sometimes, and we may prejudge people, and we may feel this devotee is good, that devotee is good. All these small things come up, all because of we being living entities engaged by this body, encroached by the three modes of material nature. We all go through this. So then what is the solution to it? The solution to it is, if you stick to Krishna consciousness, if you stick to the reality that we are not from this world, and we are basically from the spiritual world, where a lot of fluctuations are missing. So then that is the time you feel you are uh, closer to the truth, and then you let the things go by. So for example, I say that if you really know Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, you will really know what the spiritual world is like. And you really feel, when you really become knowledgeable in Krishna consciousness, you will stop looking on superficiality with yourself and with others. You will really become real. If somebody becomes angry with you, you can always feel, ठीक है ना, गुस्सा ही तो हुआ, तो क्या हो गया अगर गुस्सा हो गया. Nobody practices. We all don't practice that. If I become angry with any devotee, he will also react to it. But very rarely we go and say, okay, Prabhu, you have the right to become angry. Become angry, no problem. speak your frustration out. But when you practice this, so you start taking yourself lightly and others also lightly, and then you really feel, okay, he's listening to me. Uh, this devotee listens to me, and you feel more cool and calm. And when other devotee comes who is vibrant, who is just new in Krishna consciousness, you start taking him. It's okay. It's okay. Let him play kartal. There are some people who will play kartal, cut. Then you ask them, Prabhu, can I also play? No, Prabhu, no. I'll only play. But after 5 years, you start playing kartal. Somebody asks you, say, okay, you feel hesitant, do you give? Then after 10 years you play, somebody asks you, okay, Prabhu, you play. Then in this 15th year of ISKCON, you will give kartal to others. Play. And the 20th year, you will hear others playing. Hari bol. Very nice you are playing. Play, Prabhu. I am happy that Krishna is happy. After I think 30, 40 years, you will develop. Everybody is dancing. You are not able to even climb. Or then you feel happiness in the happiness of others. That's devotion. So see how many years it has taken for us to do and to let others do and just observe and be happy in their happiness. When we act in others' happiness, we are actually in the safest position. Then Krishna controls the cause of all our causes. And then you can see his supremacy. If you just without hesitation do as much to the best of your capability, as much you are asked to do, and you do even beyond that, and you help others in meeting the goals of life, and you really genuinely take care of others, you will see Krishna's love reciprocating. I have seen it personally in the Sunday feast. I've just seen this, that the devotees to whom I used to feel they might be the impediments of my service, they only gave me the service. You see, I have gone through these 24 years full of emotions. I was thinking that this devotee will never give me that service, but I just continue doing that whatever was asked me to do in my full. That same devotee whom I used to feel he will never give me this service was the devotee who gave me that service. I'm just giving examples. I don't have many more examples because I'm almost in the association of devotees every Sunday, and so most of my examples are based on the experience with devotees. So the love of Supreme is easily achieved when you help others to serve Supreme. You, instead of putting you in prime, you put others in prime. See, we all want to give classes. We all want to do Abhishekam. We all want to become like everybody looks at us. But we have to slowly develop a desire as we progress in life. Let others do Bhagavatam. Let others do Abhishekam. Let others, I will be with them to see that how they're doing. They're old, I will pick them old. We all want, when we enter a hall, we all want a chair for us so that I can sit. But how many of us think now, let me see who others are not getting chairs to sit in the temple. Everybody wants mat for themselves so that I can sit on the. But how many people in the temple are looking at others? Kiske paas mat nahi hai? That unless that tendency we slowly start developing, you will see Krishna not controlling us. The more you start giving to others and just adjust with others and live an adjustable life, you will see Krishna controlling you more. It's like baby born in the hand of a mother. The baby will do tantrums. It hits the mother, but somewhere baby doesn't even know that, he thinks he cries and he gets the milk. But there is some higher intelligence like mother who takes care of the baby. It helps. That arrangement helps. So Krishna, like a mother, like a Padmaja, like a lotus flower, it will protect us from the deep waters to fall. He protects us. We all have mistakes. We all have problems in life. We all undergo emotions, but the more you live life thinking about others rather than self, you will see the cause of all causes, supreme. This statement, which here, which reads that the birth and death of living entity are caused by the supreme. Then you are not worried when you will die. You're not worried how you will live this life. You will live a sacrificial life, means you live a life of sacrifice because you have understood the fact that the life is not meant for personal sense gratification. It is meant to help others satisfy their spiritual senses. What about material senses? Material senses, so many birds are there for us to undergo the material satisfaction. But spiritual satisfaction only comes when we are in the association of devotees and when we try to see the power of Supreme in the with the hands of others. So when you were happy seeing others doing Abhishekam, suddenly some hand will come and pick you and say, why don't you come and do Abhishekam? And then you go and do Abhishekam and you are deeply satisfied. So it's like it's like a churning of a milk. The more you let others rise in life and you feel you're going down, your depression sinks in. But then when the Lord picks you up from the depression, you become again feel nice. So this is the cycle you have to undergo. And that is why all the saints we know, my Guru Maharaj or Radhanath Maharaj or so many these wonderful Guru Vrind, they have given up everything of their life to others. They are living practically. You see, my Guru Maharaj Jayapataka Swami, he is living every minute of life for others. What has he done for himself? But now what is happening is with the help of Krishna and his devotees, he is being taken care like all the devotees are like mother to him. Somebody feeding him, somebody putting medicines to his tongue, somebody washing him, somebody taking him to the restroom because he is in that situation. But everybody, they do it thinking he's the mother, but actually they are helping him. All his disciples are becoming like mother to a baby. And my spiritual master is like a baby in hand. That's how the game is. You see how much he's being taken care. Every minute he's being taken care. But every minute he gave back to Krishna, and when he needed the most, everything is coming back to him. So my Guru Maharaj is well taken care of. That's how we have to do. That's what I learned from my Guru Maharaj Jayapataka Swami. He gave so much to Krishna when he was bodily well. Now bodily, spiritually, he is so spiritual and bright, but bodily he has sometimes 2 days back he had some fever, then some kidney problem, some issue in the body. He had skin cancer also. So many things he's undergoing, but he's not bothered about that. He's still thinking how much I can utilize my body for others. So when we see that we are anyway being controlled by Krishna of our birth and death, and he's the cause of all causes, the intermediate causes we can take care. The intermediate things we can take care by continue serving Krishna. So I would request if the coordinator, Mataji, Suma Mataji, or whoever, can ask devotees to start reading from 25 to 27. I think then we will conclude.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, you want us to read the purport also, no Prabhuji?
Yeah. We have time.
Okay.
We have
Okay.
17
Okay.
minutes left. We can finish
Okay.
everything.
Hare Krishna, Meenakshi Mataji, you can read the shloka, and Chandana Mataji, the translation, and Sharmila Mataji, the purport. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji and Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Sloka 11, 4:11:25. Sa eva vishwam srijati, sa eva vati hanti cha. Atapi hai anahankaran, najyate guna karma bihi.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Can you read it while singing? Then you will not be able to see. I'll tell you. Don't mind it. I'm not correcting. When you are when you are saying the shloka, sing it, because singing will give you like harmonium. Have you seen devotees sing in harmonium? So what happens is when you sing, your vocal cords become like you get a lay. In that you get time. If you notice very nicely, why it is easy to sing Sanskrit. It is easy to sing Sanskrit is because the subject, word, and predicate is within one word. in Sanskrit. If you see, Sanskrit has Han, Hankara, Anna, Jayate, such a big word. See, right? It is such a big word. So when you sing, your brain gets time to read the words clearly, and you have this tone or the lay or the beats, right? How you say harmonium, Hare Krishna. Then you can breathe, and the harmonium is continuing. Hare Krishna. Then again you breathe. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. See what is happening, Mataji? So you please read this sloka. You will not stuck anywhere. Can you try again, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu. स एव विश्वं सृजति स एवावति हन्ति च अतापि हयन् अनहङ्कारान् नज्यते गुणकर्माभिः.
Ah, see, Mataji, sorry, huh? I saw you breaking it. अब आप गाना गाओ. Sanskrit, in spiritual world, everybody is singing and dancing because Sanskrit is spoken over there. The same language what you see here is being spoken there. This is our mother language, and you always sing, and you did it wonderfully. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, pranams Prabhuji. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The Supreme Personality of Godhead creates this material world, maintains it and annihilates it in due course of time. But because he is transcendental to such activities, he is never affected by ego in such action or by the modes of material nature. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In this verse, the word anahankara means without ego. The conditioned soul has a false ego, and as a result of his karma, he gets different types of bodies in this material world. Sometimes he gets the body of a demigod, and he thinks that body to be his identity. Similarly, when he gets the body of a dog, he identifies himself with that body. But for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, there is no such distinction between the body and the soul. Bhagavad Gita therefore certifies that anyone who thinks of Krishna as an ordinary human being is without knowledge of his transcendental nature and is a great fool. The Lord says, Na mam karmani limpanti. He is not affected by anything. He does because he is never contaminated by the material modes of nature. That we have a material body proves that we are infected by the three material modes of nature. The Lord says to Arjuna, you and I had many births previously, but I remember everything, whereas you do not. That is the difference between the living entity or conditioned soul and the supreme soul. The super soul, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, has no material body, and because he has no material body, he is not affected by any work he executes. There are many Mayavadi philosophers who consider that Krishna's body is the effect of a concentration of the material mode of goodness, and they distinguish Krishna's soul from Krishna's body. The real situation, however, is that the body of the conditioned soul, even if he has a large accumulation of material goodness, is material, whereas Krishna's body is never material. It is transcendental. Krishna has no false ego, for he does not identify himself with a false and temporary body. His body is always eternal. He descends to this world in his own original spiritual body. This is explained in the Bhagavad Gita as Param Bhavam. The words Param Bhavam and Divyam are especially significant in understanding Krishna's personality. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, you're on mute.
I'm so sorry. So that's where I was referring to in the first shloka. So here the point is spoken about Mayavadis. So what is the difference actually? Right? So there was once upon a time, just when I was getting married actually, around 2009. So I met so many people come in your marriage, right? To greet you, meet you. That time I was like meeting so many people whom my parents knew then. Generally, the children just they keep meeting the people whom your parents know because it's their event, their child's marriage. So they invite most of the people. Unlike when you have a child and you celebrate his birthday, you call your own, known people. But in your marriage, your parents call. So like that, one gentleman came and he was introduced to me as some some person who was very puja paat karne wala aadmi, and he's helping people by connecting them to God, something like we do. But the question is, my mother introduced him saying that ये तो कृष्ण भगवान का भक्त है. And that time 2009 was like 9 years in KC, right? I mean, little more than 11, 12 years in KC. I got introduced in KC in around 97, 96. 96, I was shown to devotees. 98, I started understanding what is Krishna consciousness. 99, I started following. 2000, I was like, okay, running inside that. So my mother, she said, "ये तो कृष्ण का भक्त है भाई." So that time when I was young, I asked him this question, "Sir, what do you think the Supreme is a form or formlessness?" So you know what did he do? He took he said, "Get me a glass of water." I said, "Okay." I said, "Yeah." He poured water in his hands and he says, "जल है, जल देख रहे हो?" मैंने कहा, "देखा." बोले, "जल का कोई फॉर्म है?" उसे पानी गिरा दिया. मैंने कहा, "नहीं, फॉर्म." मैंने कहा, "फॉर्म जल का है, जैसे आप चुल्लू में भरते हो तो फॉर्म वो ले लेता है." बोला, "हाँ, भगवान का खुद का कोई फॉर्म नहीं, भगवान ऐसे हैं जो हर फॉर्म ले लेते हैं." तो मैंने कहा, ये तो सच बात है कि भगवान सारे फॉर्म से ले लेता है, लेकिन उसका खुद का कोई मूल रूप तो होगा. देयर मस्ट बी सम फॉर्म. एंड देन ही सेड, "नो नो नो नो, भगवान सर्वगुण संपन्न है, सब उसमें इतनी अच्छाई है कि उसका कोई फॉर्म नहीं है." Because he started explaining the moment he has a form, he's limited. And I was like shocked. He was very elder to me. And that time I had this tendency to, मुझे मजा आता था लोगों को ऐसे करने में. अच्छा, अभी ये नहीं मान रहे, चलो अब इसको सुई चुबाओ. I kept on irritating him. That's not good behavior. But that was my earlier. But sometimes you really need to needle people and make them realize that your philosophy is wrong. अभी तो मैं सुनता हूं तो मैं एक ही लाइन में उनको बोलता हूं and I become very clear, but I become more of वो तो बोलने दो. So then they want to fight more. Nowadays I see when people give wrong philosophy, I speak, then they want others to defeat them, try to have conversation and commotion. अभी मैंने commotion factory हटा दिया. I say, if you don't want to understand, enjoy your ignorance also. Then they become really, why you are saying like that? Why are you not fighting with me? Why are you not getting agitated? I say, enjoy. Why shall I bother? I didn't produce you. I didn't ask you to come to this world. If you're not understanding Krishna, what can I do? I'm happy. It's Krishna's headache finally. Why my headache? Then they say, no, no, it's your headache also. If you think you will explain me, I will fight. Because people don't want to really understand the truth, but they love enjoying the journey of fighting or commotion rather than really receiving the final destination. They are more happy in the journey. But destination is equally important. And sometimes the destination decides how your attitude to the journey should be. If you are going to somebody's house where there is some mishap has happened, you cannot go happily and with band baja. If somebody's house there is birthday happening, you can't go with a sad face and behave sadly in his birthday. Or so you have to decide where you are going, right? So you should know where we are heading for. We are heading for Krishna's place. We have to be absolutely serious for Krishna consciousness. So this is where exactly sometimes the Mayavada philosophers They lack, and they consider Krishna's body, to be it's written, concentration of the mode of goodness, and they distinguish between Krishna's soul and Krishna's body. But we don't. In fact, we devotees feel Krishna, there's no difference between material and spiritual. For us, we have been put in a material body, we have to act spiritually. But for Krishna, there is nothing known as material or spiritual. You really cannot say, give the entire material body pick up the entire material body and put it in the hand of Krishna, and he say, this is material. He will say, no, this is spiritual because this is my energy. I have made it to behave in a certain way for which it is material for you. For me, material world is a behavior. It is a behavior. The energy is behaving in a way. For you, it becomes material. For me, it's spiritual. I only want to make it behave like I've given you a body and you use it. After some time, it will develop problems and it will dwindle and you will have to leave this body. So for Krishna, your body is never material. But for you, your body is material. For Krishna, your body is his spiritual energy only, but acting in such a way that it produces the material effect. It's energy of Krishna finally. It is creating an illusion of a body. It is creating an illusion that it acts like a body. So, but for Krishna, he does not identify himself with the false and temporary body. That is the reason. The material body doesn't impact Krishna. Means your material body may impact you, but for Krishna, he looks to your soul. It's like if Krishna touches your material body, will it not become completely spiritualized? Yes. That's what happened to Trijata. That's what happened to Kubja. Right? So many incidents are there that the devotees leave their material body after Krishna kills them. Putna. So you're all, moksha shami mashucha. I will give you moksha from this material concept. So for Krishna, there is nothing known as material or spiritual. So these Mayavadis, they are not able to understand. It's that stage because of their own identifying themselves. They think God also is like me. That's not the way how it works. Krishna is really Param Bhavan, Param Divyam. You have to be really, really enlightened to understand the real power of Krishna, that he is beyond these material concepts. He is the one whose energy behaving like material, and you call it as material energy. Let's go to the next shloka. We have 3 more minutes, and we have 2 more shlokas left.
Hare Krishna, Kripamai Mataji, you can read the shloka. Soma Mataji, the translation, and Sarika Mataji, the purport. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dandatam Prabhuji. Esa Bhudani Bhudatma Bhuteshu Bhuda Bhavanaha Swaha Satya Maya Yuktaha Shraddha Adi Cha Pati Cha. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Read it again, Mataji. Please read it again and sing it again. Sing again. Sing very slowly. Jaldi kis cheez ki hai, Mataji? एष भूतानि भूतात्मा भूतेषु भूत भावना. आप देख रहे हैं मैं कैसे गा रहा हूं? अरे कोई मैं उस्ताद नहीं हूं, मैंने भी दूसरों से सीखा है. आप कोशिश करिए. हम कैसे गाते हैं? एष भूतानि भूत. आप गाओ ना जैसे लता मंगेशकर गाती है, किशोर कुमार गाता है. वो क्यों गाए ऐसे? हम भी क्यों नहीं गा सकते? यूज योर वोकल कॉर्ड्स माताजी. आप ऐसे गाओ. एष धीरे धीरे गाओ. जल्दी किसकी है? You getting my point? Sing it again.
Esha Bhutani
Atma
Bhudeshu Bhuda
Bhavana
Savasakya Maya Yuktaha Shraddha Atecha Patecha.
Let us enjoy, because maybe you never know, na? Reading this, Krishna may be very pleased. I've seen Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj doing Saligram worship. And he had, now he has departed from this planet. Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj had several, I think thousands of Saligrams every day, 3 to 4 hours he used to worship. You see how he will pick each Saligram and wash it, clean it, then keep it back. Then he'll pick, wash it, clean it, and then wipe it with the wet cloth, then dry cloth, and keep it back. He will take 3 to 4 hours. That time I understood why he's doing it. I didn't understand, no, he's taking so much time, but he was observing. Like this, every word of Bhagavatam is like that. How Maharaj used to kept Shaligram. Okay, like that, I'm just asking you to.
Hare
Go ahead.
Krishna. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the super soul of all living entities. He is the controller and maintainer of everyone. Through the agency of his external energy, he creates, maintains, and annihilates everyone. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranams. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Purport by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. There are two kinds of energies in the matter of creation. The Lord creates this material world through his external material energy, whereas the spiritual world is a manifestation of his internal energy. He is always associated with the internal energy, but he is always aloof from the material energy. Therefore, in Bhagavad Gita 9.4, the Lord says, Matasthani sarvabhutani cha chaham teshva avasthitaha. All living entities are living on me or on my energy, but I am not everywhere. He is personally always situated in the spiritual world. In the material world also, wherever the Supreme Lord is personally present, is to be understood as being the spiritual world. For example, the Lord is worshipped in the temple by pure devotees. The temple is therefore to be understood as being the spiritual world. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah, so before the other Mataji sings the last one, I remember I just get one example to share here. Uh, some of you, all of must, who are our grahasthas, they have their parents. So our situation is something like parents, when they have a child in their hand, they go to a toy shop and get an aeroplane toy and give it in the hands of the baby. Now the baby, or is that Junjuna, he's playing with that musical instrument, or that aeroplane in the hand, or a train, or a car in the hand, right? A toy. So our situation is something similar. Krishna is like that mother, and the baby is he needs entertainment, or that baby boy or a girl needs entertainment. So that if she's a girl, most of the mothers, they will give some sort of doll or something. If he's a boy, they will give a gun. I'm not saying it can be a vice versa. I'm not here to discuss all that. I'm just giving an example of my little knowledge. So, so the baby boy or a baby girl, the baby is given some toy to play in the hand. The boy or the baby boy or a girl, the baby becomes so happy with that toy. But that toy's significance to mother is only limited to the point that the mother doesn't feel happy seeing that aeroplane. Oh, मैंने हाथ में ये aeroplane पकड़ा. Aeroplane. वाह, उसको वो भी खेल रही है. No, no, no. Her happiness is that her kid, the baby, is happy with that aeroplane in hand. Same way, Krishna feels happiness in just seeing we being happy, material, spiritual, whatever. But Krishna is happy in all the situations. People think, no, Krishna is not happy when you only talk about spiritual things. He's happy. But he's happy if you get married, isn't it? He's happy when you get a job, your son gets job, your wife gets job, so many devotees are doing job. So many devotees are buying houses. Is Krishna not happy when you buy a property or a house? Then that means Krishna should never feel happy a devotee is buying a car. Tell me one devotee who has never, I mean, if he can, Krishna is not happy because he bought a very good car. There's so many devotees I know, big cars they have, palatial houses they have. So Krishna feels happy or not? Tell me, I'm asking all of you. Do you think Krishna is happy when you feel you have something material also? Tell me honestly.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Is there any devotee who says, no, 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 maine car kharidi, Krishna was not happy? Tell me, any devotee present here can really challenge me? Can you challenge me? No, you will not be able to challenge. Because Krishna is happy. For him, this itself shows Krishna is beyond material spiritual. Chota sa haath mein lollipop, you are a baby, and you are crying, and Krishna mother puts a lollipop in your. Krishna is also giving you one lollipop of your property. Le beta. Anyway, one day this toy will break, property also will break. You be happy, you be a son or a daughter, you get one son daughter, you get good job. और मेरे को खाने को नहीं, मेरे को खाने को नहीं. अच्छा ले job ले. Like a lollipop, he gives you a job, and you very nice job. Now I am this. Now I am the CEO of the company. All these are lollipop only. All these are small junjuna gifts which Krishna gives. And you are happy thinking, I am very big person, very big personality. I am the IT CEO. I am the IT this. I have a startup. I have done this. I have 4 houses. I have 5 properties. I am settled in Dubai. I am in US. I am doing Jagannath Rath Yatra in US, earning dollars. Sab junjuna hai. Everything is like a toy he is giving you. Because I have seen devotees, whether in US or India, everybody feels happy when Krishna gives them lollipop of material things. He's crying, and suddenly put Krishna a lollipop in the mouth. Job de diya. He gives job, gets a good bridegroom for your daughter. It's sab lollipop hai life ki. Sab lollipop. He's just making you happy because it's temporary. That's what is written here. That is what he's trying to explain here. So he's in the last shloka, he is not, you desired something, he gives you. So he is not limpat in your karma. That is how he does it. You ask him, he will give you in his way. And you take it, you feel happy, God gave me. Wow, God also continue like this. So this lollipop game keeps running in the material world. Lollipop of house, flat, wife, children, material body is itself like a lollipop. So, and everybody is happy. It's like a bubble life. No, it's not permanent. Everybody is happy, thinking I am very happy. I have done interior designing of my kitchen in my house. Very happy. Wo bhi lollipop hi hai. So everything is like temporary. He's happy. You are making use of material energy in a way that you feel happy. But Krishna says one day he has to leave everything. So let him be happy temporarily. So that is why he is not attached to our karmas. He is aloof from material world. He is like a mother who gives the crying baby, some milk from her breast. That's what she desires the most. And then she gives him some toy to play for a certain time. So Krishna is aloof from that toy. Mother is aloof from that toy. That toy's value is still his baby is happy. Her baby is happy. Mother's or father's baby is happy. That's all. उसके बाद उस टॉय को वो टॉय डोर में चला, वो टॉय रूम में चला जाता है या टॉय ब्रीफ केस में चला जाता है. And when the kid keeps growing and his priorities change, that toy becomes a small thing. Where parents don't keep playing, but they remember seeing that small toy. They remember the baby of their child. Now that baby is not even talking to them. That baby is happy with his married life. That baby doesn't even talk to his parents. He goes with his children, grandchildren, and he has forgotten his parents. And that is why in Vrindavan so many parents are lying unattended, right? That's what we all do. So we devotees should not do like that. So those parents, so here Krishna is absolutely like that. For him, he is situated in the spiritual world. He knows all this is just a material, playful things. All right, we'll go to the last shloka for today, which is 4.11.27.
Hare Krishna, Sunila Mataji, you read the shloka. Now Kishori Mataji, the translation. And purport, I will read half and half. Vishabhanu Mataji can read. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, pranams. तमेव मृत्युम् अमृतं तातदेवं सर्वात्मनोपेहि जगत्परायणं यस्मै बलिं विश्वसृजो हरन्ति गावो यथा वै नसि दामयन्त्रिताः. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Pranam. Hare Krishna devotees Pranam. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. My dear boy Dhruva, please surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the ultimate goal of the progress of the world. Everyone, including the demigods, headed by Lord Brahma, is working under his control, just as a bull prompted by a rope in its nose is controlled by its owner. Hare Krishna. Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The material disease is to declare independence from the Supreme Controller. Actually, our material existence begins when we forget the Supreme Controller and wish to lord it over material nature. Everyone in the material world is trying his best to become the Supreme Controller, individually, nationally, socially, and in many other ways. Dhruva Maharaj was advised to stop fighting by his grandfather, who was concerned that Dhruva was adhering to a personal ambition to fight to annihilate the whole race of Yakshas. In this verse, therefore, Swayambhuva Manu seeks to eradicate the last tinge of false ambition in Dhruva by explaining the position of the Supreme Controller. The words Mrityum Amritam, death and immortality, are significant. In Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says, I am ultimate death who takes away everything from the demons. The demons' business is to continually struggle for existence as lords over material nature. The demons repeatedly meet death after death and create a network of involvement in the material world. Krishabhanu Mataji, you can continue from there. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, Hare Krishna. The Lord is from the end. The Lord is there for the demons, but for the devotees, He is Amrita, eternal life. Devotee who render continuous service to the Lord has already attained immortality. For whatever they are doing in this life, they will continue to do in the next. They will simply change their material bodies for spiritual bodies. Unlike the demons, they no longer have to change material bodies. The Lord, therefore, is simultaneously death and immortality. He is death for demons and immortality for devotees. He is the ultimate goal of everyone because he is the cause of all causes. Dhruva Maharaja was advised to surrender unto him in all respects without having keeping any personal ambitions. One may put forward the argument, why are the demigods worshipped? The answer is given here. The demigods are worshipped by less intelligent men. The demigods themselves accept sacrifices for the ultimate satisfaction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
So I will just conclude. So for devotees, Lord is like eternity, because when let me summarize it like this. I'll give you a word: embarrassment. Now today, if I give you this word embarrassment, you will ask me, how does this conclude the embarrassment? If you have read about Krishna, how he behaves, Krishna is never included in your karma. He is taking you to eternity. He is asking you to help others, love others, do bhakti, become good. Don't get agitated soon. Become paropara dukhi. दूसरों के दुख में दुखी हो. You should feel sad in seeing others sad. You should have all the emotions. You should love everyone. You should try to give equality to all. You should pandita samadarshana. That is Krishna consciousness. You must help others. You must think everybody should be peaceful. Everybody, sarve jana sukhinava. Everybody should get equal rights. Everybody, when somebody thinks about only for his own benefit, that is why they are called as selfish. When you are thinking about more about others than thinking on, that is selflessness. This is all Krishna consciousness. Because Krishna is also thinking very less about him. He's all the time thinking about his created beings, his creations, his Mamai Vamsho. The all material and spiritual world you see, Krishna has created for himself as for us. This is the reason. The whole time Krishna thinks about his devotees only. He's thinking about Radharani all the time. He's thinking about Ashtasakis all the time. He's thinking about Nityananda all the time. Krishna is thinking about Balramji all the time. Right? Ram is always thinking about Sita. He's thinking about Lakshmana. He's always in love and thinking what to do for them. He's thinking about his father, Darshatha. Like this, Krishna is thinking about everybody. That is why he is considered to be God, because he can love everybody the way they are. But he just wants them to remember him. The only reason why he makes this material world is to increase the intensity of love of a soul towards Krishna. So I leave you this class concluding with the word embarrassment. Now you should ask me, how come an embarrassment word? I'll tell you. The more you realize Krishna's eternal world, the more you know about that Supreme Krishna's abode, the more you start feeling and thinking and feeling separated from that eternal world, however that directly proportional, you will be embarrassed to be here. You will feel embarrassment to that same level. You are supposed to be, currently we all who are reading and hearing and discussing, we were supposed to be in material, we were supposed to be in spiritual world. But where are we? In material world. That is why we are supposed to feel embarrassment. ये क्या कर दिया मैंने? क्यों आया मैं? हमें तो वहां होना चाहिए था. So that's why I leave you with this word, embarrassment. The more you realize Krishna, you will be very embarrassed to be in this material world. As much as you would like to be there, same time you will feel that much embarrassment to be here. That ये कहाँ मैं फंसा हूँ, जिनको मैं अपना सच्चा रिश्तेदार ये मानूं, ये किसी के नहीं है, कोई किसी का नहीं है यहाँ, सब जाने वाले हैं, मेरे दादा के दादा के दादा. I am actually today traveling and come to my grandfather's place. This is the place, not my natural, I mean my immediate home in Bangalore. I'm in Lucknow. This is my grandfather. Where is my grandfather? And I heard that his elder brother also once came. Where is his elder brother? 25, 30 years back, my grandfather passed away. So where are they? Why are they going? Were they my true relatives? They were bodily my true relatives. But they gave my father a body and my father gave me this body. That way I'm related. But where are they? Think this. So as much as you desire to be in spiritual world, you will feel embarrassment to be here. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Tat Sat. I'm done. Hare Krishna. For this class. Oh, everybody went away. I'm the only one.
No, Prabhuji. No, Prabhuji, we are there.
I
Thank
thought
you
I'm the
very
only
much,
one left.
Prabhuji.
Everybody left me.
No, thank you, Prabhuji,
We
for
are
your
all there,
association.
Prabhuji.
Hare
Thank
Krishna,
you.
Prabhuji. Thank you
Krishna
so much.
Prabhuji. Thank you,
Wonderful
Prabhuji.
class.
Wonderful
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, pranams, Swamiji.
Pranam, Swamiji.
There
We
seems
can
to
end
be
the.
no question, Prabhuji. Shall I end the call, Prabhuji, with your permission?
Yeah.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Mother.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for all the philosophy.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Prabhuji.
much.
Thank you,
Dandavat pranam.
Prabhuji,
Thank
for
you,
your
Prabhuji.
association. Thank you.
Hare
Hare
Very enlightening class, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Shall we end with the prayer, Prabhuji? Hare Krishna.
Ha.
Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah.
Devo Namo Namaha.
Anantakoti Vaishnavinda ki jai, Srila
Jai
Prabhupada
Srila
ki jai,
Prabhupada ki
Grantha
jai.
Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
Mad Bhagavatam ki jai. All glories to you,
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everybody.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I'm ending the call.